Aloha everyone, this is the Chief Chocobo Alan here with Media Moogle with another review. Today we are taking a look at Bloody Rally Show by Kodo Lanija. I apologize if I'm butchering your name. This title pairs the cult classic gameplay of Death Rally and the ultra-violent dystopian world of Smash TV like a hearty steak in a Merlot. That is to say, this game was from start to finish an absolute pleasure to play. Normally I talk about gameplay first, however I need to touch on the visuals and sound design here. The visuals were aesthetically pleasing, nothing that's going to tax your GPU, however the best way I can describe the visuals were a pleasant, high-resolution, cel-shaded representation of the 16-bit era. I can't complain here, this game went for a specific design and aesthetic and it accomplished it perfectly. The sound design is spot on, with every bit of acceleration, turning, and collision having a distinct and pronounced sound. The only complaint here, and this is already fixable via the options, is that the revving of the engine can be a bit grating after a while. The soundtrack was amazing. The music takes me back to the late 90s with a nice fusion of acid jazz and electronic. It kind of reminded me a bit of like Air or Jamiroquai. As far as gameplay goes, the controls did take some getting used to. Nothing felt inherently wrong, rather the cars felt heavy and moved according to the surface they were racing on. You'll need to let off the gas to take sharp turns and drift, and you'll need to straighten yourself out as you're accelerating or you're in for a bad time. After a few races, I started to get comfortable with the controls and enjoyed the challenge of adjusting to the different surfaces I was racing on. This game features a full-on campaign mode and a custom race mode, both supporting local multiplayer. The campaign mode is akin to Smash TV, where you're a recently defrosted rally car driver who is forced to race to pay off a debt at the behest of the corporation running the Bloody Rally Show. Throughout your campaign, you race roughly 28 tracks a season, in hopes of upgrading your car, finding or inheriting weapons, and ultimately buying your freedom. This is easier said than done, as the campaign functions like a roguelike, custom generating storylines and tracks each time you play through. I especially found the notion of gaining nitrous by running down civilians scratch that sadistic itch in just the right way. Committing mass murder to go faster was hilarious. I feel like the developer of this title watched my Street Heat review, as the two things I asked for, a track editor and a customizable AI difficulty, were both here. You could tweak the AI in campaign mode to fit your current skill level, and always kick it up a notch if you need a greater challenge. The track editor is good. The interface was a bit clunky, however, I spent a good 40 minutes customizing my track, working out the kinks as I went along, and I got used to the interface and had a good time. You can customize the terrain, the road type, pathing, and of course obstacles. You can then test your track, and the game will tell you if something is incompatible, allowing you to back out and adjust it on the fly. I managed to create a track titled The Best Parade Ever, and it is downloadable via the Steam Workshop, which is built right into the game. Overall, this title was a gem, a much needed one for me as of late. It's not perfect, and the only thing missing here is online multiplayer. However, with the game already integrating cloud saves and Steam Workshop support, I can easily see this being added in the future if the demand is high enough for the developer. Let me help the developer out here. Add online multiplayer support. Your game will do well with it. I fully support people picking this title up. It's fun, it's the right amount of over-the-top crazy, and with the Steam Workshop support, that means this game will not get stale for a while. If the developer does add online support in the future, you could double my recommendation. Bloody Rally Show is a bloody good time, and a great addition to your Steam library, online support or not. Till next time, this is Alan saying sayonara. Stay tuned for our next review. If you're looking for video game reviews, podcasts, and more, please be sure to visit MediaMoogle.net as well as the Media Moogle YouTube page.